there on top of the moon, we could sit and do nothing. I wish we were both.
Hey guys, assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing loose watercolor florals, and this will be completely for beginners. If you're a beginner and you want to start with the loose florals, you can just go with the instructions that I'll be giving you in this class, and you can do a lot in this. Like, you can also do watercolor loose florals. So let's get started with my supplies. I have got canson watercolor paper, and this is of size A4, 300 GSM. I'll be using colors here, burnt umber from brustro, and cadmium orange. This is yellow ochre, and that's crimson. Crimson is red, and this is one of the shades of red. This is scarlet, that's also red, and then vermilion red. These are the colors that I will be using, and let me take you through the brushes. Brushes are not fancy. They are some local brand brushes, and this is of size 6, and this is a fine line brush which is in size 000. This is very fine tip, you can see. And I will also be using Faber-Castell brushes. Let me just show you. They're not very good quality brushes, but yeah, you can, if you're a beginner and you want very minimal supplies, not very costly, so just go with this. So this is Faber-Castell size 8 brush, and I'll be using mostly this 8 and this 6. This the fine line one, and this is a bigger one. So let's just give bring that aside and keep that aside. Sorry. So I have my water here, and the palette, a plate I'm using over here from my kitchen. So first, we'll make the flowers. I will start with the scarlet. I'll take some scarlet. I'll take some scarlet here, not a lot, and using the size 8 brush, this. Okay, a lot of water, not very dark, just hint of this color. So I'll make a flower right here that will have the opening in the upwards. The flower will be a 5-petal flower, not a fancy one. Sweep your brush, the belly of your brush. And always remember to have these white spaces in between. So we left the petals here and they are almost dried. So let's take this brush and just water, making it wet. Now taking some more color and this flower, because it's facing upwards, so this is how the petals will be, facing upwards. This is the middle of the flower. This is the middle of the flower. So we'll use the wet on wet technique, and I'll grab some vermilion, crimson red, and using my fine line brush here, I'll just add in the in the middle of it to give the texture of like colors going from dark to light. These are just loose florals, so you don't have to be very much significant about the shape of the flower. Sorry. Like that. So using yellow ochre and burnt umber. And of course, just and always, be careful with the white spaces in between. They're really important. Some more brown. Grabbing some vermilion so that it will sweep. It's already wet here. The color will sweep and have a blend with the yellow ochre and burnt umber. Now let's make the next flower. So before doing that, I'll use the size 6 brush and it's painting at the back a little, just giving a hint that the flowers are, the multi-layered and the layers are visible. The back of the flowers, right here also, just a hint of colors, not too dark, That's how it is. So let's wait for this to get dried up, and moving to the next flower. And for that I will use this scarlet red. And using the water, a lot of water. So I'll make the flower here, and it will have the front open, you know, facing the front, not upwards. So let's make a good big petal. Lots of water. Sweep and like this. I'll use the cadmium orange over here, mixing a little bit of cadmium with the scarlet. And here's my fine line brush using the yellow ochre, and they're very wet, you know, the water is sweeping right here, so you have to be careful. Sometimes we need to actually wait and for this flower to get, you know, get dry. Now grab the yellow ochre and just yellow ochre. You have the yellow ochre over here. And I make the next flower here. And it's okay that if they're overlapping and the colors are sweeping and getting mixed with each other, it always gives a good, an organic look to the loose florals. It doesn't look bad at all. I just love how they both the colors they sweep with each other. But if because this was not so wet and it was dry, so I just tried making um, blend it, way that it doesn't look so as if two layers are not properly blended. But yeah, of course, using some water and blending it properly so it looks organic. Now I'll grab some color and make the petals upwards like these. The background just shows, yeah, the back of the flower is visible like that. And always try to add some more layers to the flowers and leaving this gap, the middle, so that we can always show the middle part of the flower. Okay, not bad. So grabbing some burnt umber here, and a hint of orange along with that. Better. I'm using some orange over here. Just to add some, detailing, though it's not required in loose florals. But yeah, the different colors and the shades makes it look more organic. And yeah, not too much of it, but a little hint of some, taking some water and using the belly of my brush, I'll try to blend it vigorously. And yeah, it's cool. Dark to light. Now I want to make one more flower here, but I think we should leave it like that. And before I say that, I have to complete this flower, and I think I should be using some colors, the lighter of scarlet, and making some layers behind. Yeah, I've got the crimson, and I'll just add some here. using a lot of water, though it is dried. Okay, I guess that looks better. And after this we will add some leaves, and the leaf tutorial I will be sharing in my next video, but for you I will absolutely try to make some leaves, and for that I will be using sap green. This is deep green and sap green. So sap green I will use, and a little hint of tin green also, to like two color of leaves basically. So let me just take some sap green and my size 6 brush, adding some water. And so here I'm gonna make some leaves. Using some deep green, and then adding the big because it's loose floral, right? The leaves are also not very detailed, they are just loose. They're loose, yeah. Using some green, deep green, and again filling it with some leaves, and of course leaving the white spaces in the leaves. It looks more organic. I use the word organic for so many times. Let's add some bigger leaves like this. And a little smaller leaves in between, make it look fuller. I think that's all about the first class of the loose floral. Stay tuned, we will be doing more flowers in our next class. This is basically for a beginner. I hope you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel and meet you again inshallah. Till then, Allah Hafiz.